The scheduling algorithm. How does the kernel device decide which task has to run? Various scheduling algorithms have been developed to tackle this problem. Depending on the requirement of the embedded system, the scheduling algorithm needs to be the chosen. In this section, we will review the following scheduler algorithm. That is, the first one is the first in, first out, round robin algorithm, round robin with priority, shortest job first, non-primitive multitasking, and primitive multitasking. In the first in, first out, F5, F4. This is the figure shows about the scheduling algorithm F5, FO. In first out scheduling algorithm, the tasks which are ready to run are kept in the queue, and the CPU serves task on the first come first served basis. This scheduling algorithm shows and the figure. That means तुमचे जे शेड्यूल फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट दिलेला आहे, टास्क फर्स्ट, टास्क 4, देन टास्क 2 अँड टास्क 3 हे तुमच्या एका लाईनमध्ये आहे आणि हे एका लाईनमध्ये शेड्यूलरला देण्यासाठी थांबलेले आहे. त्यामुळे तुमचा जो फर्स्टली टास्क जाईल तोच तुमचा काय होणार आहे, एक्झिक्यूट होणार आहे. दॅट मीन्स पहिल्यांदा तुमचा टास्क 3 एक्झिक्यूट होईल, त्यानंतर टास्क 2 एक्झिक्यूट होईल, त्यानंतर टास्क 4 एक्झिक्यूट होईल आणि त्यानंतर टास्क 1 एक्झिक्यूट होईल. It is very simple to implement but not well the suitable for the most application because the difficult to estimate the amount of the time task has for the waited to executed. That means तुमचे हे जे काय आहे ते व्हेरी इझी आहे. दॅट मीन्स हे खूप सोपं आहे, परंतु तुमच्या वेळेनुसार जर तुमचं टास्क कंप्लीट होत नसेल तर बाकीच्या टास्कसाठी प्रॉब्लेम येऊ शकतो. हाऊएव्हर दिस इज द गुड अल्गोरिदम फॉर अन एम्बेडेड सिस्टीम हॅज परफॉर्म फ्यू स्मॉल टास्क विच इज द स्मॉल एक्झिक्युशन टाईम. दॅट मीन्स ह्याच्यापेक्षा तुम्हाला चांगलं पाहिजे असेल तर तुम्ही थोड्या वेळात थोडे टास्क कंप्लीट करू शकता. इफ देर इज नो टाइम्स क्रिटिकली and the number of tasks is small, there is the algorithm can be implemented. Then next one is the round robin algorithm. In the round robin algorithm, the kernel allocated a certain amount of the time for each task waiting in the queue. The time allocated to each task is called the quantum, as shown in figure. If there are the 3 tasks, 1, 2 and 3 are the waiting in queue, the CPU executed task 1, task 2 and then task 3 and then again task 1. That means the kernel gives the control of the next task. If the current task is completed, it is work within in the time. Then current task has no work to do and the current task has completed is allocated time slice. That means in round robin algorithm, each task waiting in the queue in the given fixed time. The kernel gives the control to the next task if the current task has completed within a work time slice, if the current task has completed allocated time. That means तुम्हाला इथे टास्क 1, टास्क 2, टास्क 3, टास्क 1, टास्क 2, टास्क 3 तुमचा सगळ्यात अगोदर तुमचा टास्क 1 कंप्लीट होणार आहे. जो काही तुम्हाला दिलेला वेळ असेल त्या वेळेमध्ये तुमचा टास्क 1 कंप्लीट होणार आहे, त्यानंतर तुमचा टास्क 2 होणार आहे आणि त्यानंतर टास्क 3 अगेन परत रिपीट तुमचा टास्क 1, टास्क 2 अँड टास्क 3 रिपीट होणार आहे. परंतु तुम्हाला जो काही टाईम दिलेला आहे त्याच वेळेमध्ये ते टास्क कंप्लीट होतील. This algorithm is very simple to implement but note there are no priorities for any task. इथे कोणत्याही टास्कला प्रायोरिटी दिली जात नाही. तुम्हाला जे काही नंबरमध्ये दिले जातील तेच टास्क तुमच्या अगोदर कंप्लीट होतील. ऑल टास्क आर कन्सिडर्ड ऑफ द इक्वल इम्पॉर्टन्स. सगळ्या टास्कला तुम्हाला इक्वली काही असेल तो प्रायोरिटी दिली जाते. इफ द टाइम क्रिटिकल ऑपरेशन आर नॉट इन्व्हॉल्वड देन दिस अल्गोरिदम विल बी सफिशियंट. Digital multimeters and microwave oven use this scheduling अल्गोरिदम. दॅट मीन्स द डिजिटल मल्टीमीटर आणि मायक्रोवेव्ह ओव्हन्समध्ये तुमचं शेड्युलिंग अल्गोरिदम यूज केलं जातं. दॅट मीन्स द राउंड रोबिन अल्गोरिदम. Then third is the round round robin with the priority. The round robin algorithm can be slightly modified, the assigning priority levels to for the sum all of the task. A high priority task can interrupt the CPU has so be can be executed. The scheduling algorithm can meet the desired response time of the high priority टास्क. राऊंड रोबिन विथ प्रायोरिटीमध्ये तुमचे टास्क 1, टास्क 2, टास्क 3 असे 3 टास्क दिले असतील. सपोज तुमचा टास्क 2ला प्रायोरिटी आहे तर तुमचा अगोदर टास्क 2च कम्प्लिटेड होईल, देन टास्क 3 अँड देन टास्क 1 कम्प्लिटेड होईल. For example, in a barcode scanner, high priority is assigned to the scanning operation. Then the CPU executed this by the suspending the task that display items price value. It is the soft real system can this algorithm. Round robin with priority मध्ये soft real system यूज केली जाते. Then next one is the shortest job first. If the time for each task can be estimated beforehand, the CPU executed the task which takes the least amount of the time. Effectively, this is the like to the priority assignment. The priority being decided by the amount of the time. The higher of the execution time, the lesser of the priority. The advantages of this scheduling algorithm is that the high number of tasks will be executed, but the task is highest amount of the time we will wait the prefers forever. The task scheduler is the heart of the operating सिस्टीम. तुमचं टास्क शेड्युलर हे हार्ट ऑफ द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीमचं हार्ट आहे. इट इज द टास्क शेड्युलिंग अल्गोरिदम विच इज डिसाइडेड whether the necessary time constraints can be met or the not. If the embedded system is hard real system, none of the above the scheduling algorithm can be used all. If the shortest job first task scheduling algorithm, the task will take the minimum time to be the executed will be the given प्रायोरिटी. म्हणजे तुमच्या ज्या काही टास्कला प्रायोरिटी आहे तो टास्क तुमचा खूप थोड्या वेळामध्ये कंप्लीट होईल. दिस अप्रोच सॅटिस्फाय द मॅक्झिमम नंबर ऑफ द टास्क बट द सम टास्क मे हॅव वेट फॉर टू द फॉरएवर. The kernel used embedded system can be implemented priority based multitasking scheduling algorithm are the two type that one. First one is the non-primitive multitasking and second one is the primitive multitasking. In the non-primitive multitasking, assume that you making a telephone call of the public call office. You need to make many calls but you see the another person is waiting. You may make one call, ask the other person finish his call and then you can make your next call. This is the non-primitive multitasking, also known as the cooperative multitasking. You are the cooperating with the others in the queue. In non-primitive multitasking, there is the task operators which each other of the share the CPU time. Hence, each task has the release the CPU and give control to the another task it own. And the each task is the given a priority, but the priority has to be respected by the other task. If interrupts are enabled, a high priority task can be interrupted the running task and make the priority task ready to run. After the ISR executed, the CPU will continue to execute the low priority task only. And when the low priority task release the CPU, the high priority task is the executed. In figure shows the non-primitive kernel operation. Assume that there are two tasks to be executed. One is the high priority task and second one is the low priority task. To start with, the high priority task in waiting state, waiting for the external event happen to the low priority task is running. After some time, high priority task is ready using ISR. The high priority task is moved to the ready to run state. After the ISR executed, the low priority task will be continue executed. After some time, the low priority task release the CPU and then the high priority task get executed. The main advantages of the non-primitive multitasking is the high priority task may have to the wait for the long time. Also, it is not possible to determine that the exact response time for each of the task. So this type is the multitasking is not suitable for the embedded real time system. Then next one is the primitive multitasking. In primitive multitasking, the highest priority task is always gives to the CPU time. If the lower priority task is presently running and higher priority task is the ready to run state. The running state is the permitted and the higher priority task is executed. This is the mechanism shows about this figure. Consider two tasks. One is the low priority task and second one is the high priority task. To start with, the low priority task is running as the high priority task is waiting state, waiting for the external event to occur. After some time, the external event to occur and the high priority task now move to the ready to run state. Through about the interrupt, the ISR executed to move the high priority task from the waiting state to ready to run state. Then the another ISR is executed to put the high priority task is the running state. Again, after some time, the high priority task may release the CPU and then the low priority task is executed. If there are the number of tasks of the ready to run state, the task with highest priority is always given to the first chance by the task scheduler. The main attraction of this scheme is that the execution time of the highest priority task can be calculated and hence the kernel is said to be the deterministic. Most of the commercial embedded operating system use the primitive multitasking to meet the real time requirements. In primitive multitasking, the highest priority task is always executed by the CPU. By primitive the lower priority task. All real-time operating system implement in this the scheduling algorithm.